Springbank 15. Should this be in your whiskey bar? Stay tuned for the Whiskey Whistle. Hi 10! What up my whiskey people? Mark here from WhiskyWhistle on YouTube, sharing a little whiskey awesomeness from Winnipeg, the center of North America, bringing you Springbank 15. Yes! Springbank 15-year-old Campbeltown single malt Scotch whiskey. Let's get rid of that very strikingly interesting box. We'll put that away. We don't need that. And anyway, so here we are, Springbank 15 Campbeltown single malt Scotch whiskey. Some people say Campbeltown. Some people say Campbeltown. Some people call it the wee tun. Anyway, Campbeltown. 46% ABV, natural in color, unchill filtered. And they remind you here on the back that there may be a slight haze if you add ice or water. So that is desired. It's natural. We want that. It's great. And this is a extremely top tier whiskey. And in Ralphie speak, this is an integrity bottle. So let's get that open and get it poured. Then we'll check out the color and the legs of Springbank 15. And after that, we'll get onto the nose, the palate, and the finish, the smell, the taste, and the aftertaste of Springbank 15. Add some water, do it again, and then give it a Whiskey Whistle whiskey score. So stay tuned for that. Okay, nice. I like the older label better, but the color is attractive and it stands out on the shelf. And guess what? Their sales have flown since that shift. Isn't that interesting? I hope they paid the marketing director a little extra for that, which I think was the key to putting Springbank on the map of your everyday whiskey drinkers. All right, so color of Springbank 15. What do we have there for color? Again, just like a straight up amber. It's not reddish, it's not golden, it is right in the middle. And I want to have a quick look myself. Practically the same color as Anok 18, which preceded this review. And you should check that out too, you know. And is it important to check the color out? It is especially important when it's natural in color. I think it's still important because you do enjoy the color, the sights of whiskey, whether it's enhanced or whether it's natural. Obviously, it's better if it's natural. And when I talk to people out in the public who don't have the zeal for whiskey like you and I do, and I ask them, what do you think if the color of the whiskey is unnatural? And everybody, there's not one person who says that's okay. Everybody says, what the heck? Okay, just so you know. Okay, so let's check the legs out of Springbank 15. Now, they use a worm tub. Their stills are smaller, and one of them is direct fired. So Springbank uses direct fire on one of them. I think it is the, and then they have internal heat on the low wines. They also have a third still that is in use for part of this, I believe, and then fully triple distilled for Hazelburn, which is made at Springbank. Okay, the legs. What do we have for legs here? Very slow first legs, very showy legs all together. I hope you can see that. It is better on a white background. I'm wearing black. What do you do? Okay, very nice legs. Ooh, fantastic. I mean, what? Mind blown. Okay, on to the nose. Let's check that out. If you have a bottle of this, taste along with me. Leave your comments. I would love that. Okay, nose. It's fresh. It's got some grassy notes to it. You can tell right away it's a little bit peaty. I've got a little bit of tobacco, fresh a fresh cigar. A little bit of like farm earth when they till it. And there's a dollop of vanilla in there. Some crisp russet apples. And some Halloween toffee candies. What are they called again? Every year I go through this. I don't know what they're called. They're brown. Nobody wants them in their Halloween sack. I like them now. I hated them when I was a kid. They're made by Care's Halloween toffees. I don't know. So there's something kind of not quite brown sugar, but in between, like a raw sugar. And then you have this just fresh waft of green cut grass and a little bit of a baked sesame seed coated kind of like a pastry. Now, one comment I want to make about this. 5 years ago, I reviewed Springbank 10 in the black box, which I really, really liked. And I thought, oh my God, I have smells of tobacco and all these great things. I didn't care for the orange boxed Springbank 10-year-old as much. The second I opened this bottle, I kid you not, I thought to myself, here it is. Here is that whiskey that I've been looking for. This is the whiskey you're looking for. All right, so, and it makes total sense because 5 years ago, so you take 2020 when this was bottled, 2015, and that's the year that bottling that I would have had, and it makes total sense that this reminds me of that bottle. And I wonder if you've had any similar for the Springbank nuts out there, because there are lots. I'd like to know if you have any similar feelings about this 15-year-old compared to the old 10. And I get what they're doing. They're sweetening it because that's what new whiskey lovers want. And it works for them. But as long as they give us stuff like this, that's a reasonably priced, about $115 Canadian-ish, I'm happy. Okay, the palate. Cheers, folks. Beautiful sugared sweetness. Still very, very malty, very earthen. Have you tried sugar cane? Not the sugar, the sugar cane. So I get a little bit of sugar cane juice in this, especially where that juice has slightly fermented inside the cane. So you get this little bit of a tart flavor in it. The peat is really singing here on the palate, and it's just uplifting the event for me. This is old school whiskey. Most whiskeys would have tasted something like this if you go back even 20, 30 years. And if you don't believe me, get this. Even Glenmorangie was lightly peated. The 10-year-old was lightly peated up until, I guess, the LVMH shift. Not like this, not as much. So anyway, I'm getting a little bit of light bonfire smoke, like next day, or like your clothes afterwards. that sweet sugar cane. We've got the roasted apples on the palate here. The finish is stupid long. So long. Sweet maltiness. Puffs of tobacco. It's just so different. A little bit of dark Danish rye bread with something like the, what is it called? I don't know, the peas and carrots in mayonnaise on top of the bread, and you eat it. You know, the smørrebrød. That's as good as my Danish gets. Smørrebrød. Smorgasbord. Open-faced Danish sandwiches with the peas and carrots. A little bit of the leverpostej, the liver pate. Again, long finish. This is beautiful, and it's great, neat. We're going to try with water now, and I'm expecting some big things here. We'll put in a hefty amount of water. This can take it. It is worm tubbed, which means that we've got more beefiness, more sulfur compounds that change things up. I don't think we'll see any Campbeltown mist, Scotch mist here yet. A little bit, actually, if you look at it. All right, so with water, the nose gets very granola bar-esque, but with lots of seeds and like a little bit of smoked peanuts. We still have that little bit of tobacco, some leather coming through here with water. The palate largely unchanged, a little bit more astringent. Okay, now we're going to see the mist.
Gorillas in the mist.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you got clear, and then you got misty. And I hope you can see that the lighting should be good to see that difference there. But it almost looks like condensation on the outside, but it's not. It is just the mist, and I haven't been touching it. I've been holding it lower down. So anyway, that is definitely the Campbeltown mist, and it's beautiful, and I love it. A little bit more fruity on the nose. A little bit of cocoa powder on the palate developing here. Still got the tobacco. We still have the roasted apple. And those Halloween candies. They're like molasses kisses or whatever. Halloween kisses? That's it. This is just freaking delicious. preemptive malt hug. Oh, and a huge wet malt kiss. Oh, you know, fantastic. I got to keep holding this. I got to have another sip. We'll get another Whiskey Whistle whiskey score now, okay? Hold on to your hats, folks. This is such a delight. And it's everything I've been waiting for from a Springbank. Now, I've got the 18. That'll come sometime. Maybe in the new year, but I don't know. I think it's gonna have a hard time beating this. All right, so the Whiskey Whistle whiskey score for Springbank 15-year-old. What is that gonna be, folks? It's gonna be 95 out of 100. You heard it. 95 out of 100 is the Whiskey Whistle whiskey score for Springbank 15. Just a superb bottle, and it's accessible, and it's got an age statement. It is natural in color, unchill filtered. It's as natural as whiskey gets. We can see how misty it gets with water added. It's beautiful. Go grab one. Don't even think about it. And tell your retailer if they don't have it, tell them to get it in, because you need that on your whiskey shelf. It's not like you might need it, but you really do need it, okay? So 95 points. How do you rate that? I just love this, and just amazing. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave your comments. Are you enjoying the content here? Throw up some thumbs up, please. Subscribe to the channel over here. Hit the bell, ding ding, so you're notified of future Whiskey Whistles. Jump in and support me on Patreon and join the Whiskey Whistle crew. Patreon.com/Whiskey Whistle. I'll see you there. Take care, folks. My name is Mark. See you for the next one.